In just 4 years, farmers in North Dakota and Minnesota have gone from almost no resistance to resistance in multiple herbicides and several weed species. Jeff Stachler talks about that progression.
Right? This is a progression of resistance over time as I drive around and listen and we collect samples and we do testing in the greenhouse. So this isn't all confirmed cases. That's why it says confirmed and suspected. But I think this is fairly accurate, and certainly we have more plants, weeds surviving this year than we have any other year. So you've got southern Minnesota, in which I think 5 to 95% of all fields have some frequency of glyphosate-resistant giant ragweed and or water hemp. All right? And when I say 5 to 95%, some people say, well, why do you even give a range like that? Well, it's because of how things are managed on a local level. This is my vision at a township or a half township area. You can go to one area and it's 100% or 90 or only 5% have resistant plants. 100% of the fields are all weed free. And yet you can go another 10 miles down the road and all of a sudden you can get to an area where almost every field has at least one plant in it. And it's one plant that's a problem already, not 5 or 6 or a million. All right? It's one plant that's a problem. And so that's why I get the frequencies, and once it's in one field, then I mean that whole field, I don't care, it doesn't need to be on an acreage basis. The percent of acres that probably have glyphosate resistant weeds in the whole state of Minnesota is probably only about 10% of the acreage yet. But it's on more fields than that because it's still out there at some frequency.